Yo, what's up everybody? It's Asif. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any future deep dives. Because today we're diving headfirst into the world of AWS security. We're talking about the tools, the tricks, and the resources that AWS gives you to lock down your data. Because let's be real, security in the cloud, it's not a nice to have, it's a need to have. So whether you're just starting your cloud journey or you're a seasoned pro, this video is your guide to understanding the core components of AWS security. Let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about the weapons in your AWS security arsenal. And trust me, AWS comes loaded. We're talking identity and access management, or IAM for you acronym lovers. This is like your security guard, controlling who gets in and what they can access. No more unwanted guests at the data party, all right? Then you've got encryption. Think of this as the secret code that makes your data unreadable to anyone without the key. It's like whispering your secrets in a language only you and your trusted allies understand. And let's not forget compliance certifications. These are like the badges of honor that AWS has earned, proving that they meet the highest security standards out there. So you can rest assured your data is in good hands. But hold up, we're just getting started. There's a whole lot more to unpack here. Now, I know what you're thinking. Asif, this sounds complicated. But here's the thing. AWS doesn't just hand you the tools and say, good luck. They've got your back with a treasure trove of security documentation. We're talking white papers that break down complex security concepts into plain English. Best practices that are like having an AWS security expert whispering in your ear. And compliance reports that show you exactly how AWS measures up to industry standards. It's like having a whole library dedicated to making you an AWS security guru. So no excuses for not doing your homework, all right? But let's be real. Reading documentation is one thing. Actually, using the tools is where the magic happens. All right, now we're getting to the good stuff. The actual security features and services that AWS brings to the table. First up, we've got security groups. Think of these as your virtual bouncers controlling traffic at the network level, only letting in the good guys, keeping the bad guys out. Then there's network ACLs, which are like the security cameras of your AWS environment. They are constantly monitoring traffic, looking for anything suspicious. And of course, we can't forget about AWS WAF, the web application firewall that protects your apps from all sorts of nasty attacks, like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, you name it, WAF's got you covered, but the security party doesn't stop there. AWS is always adding new features and services to stay ahead of the bad guys. Now, AWS has a pretty impressive security lineup on its own, but sometimes you need a little extra firepower. That's where the AWS Marketplace comes in. It's like the Avengers Tower of third-party security products. You can find everything from vulnerability scanners to intrusion detection systems. Whatever your security needs, there's a good chance you'll find the perfect tool for the job in the AWS Marketplace. It's like having a whole team of security superheroes at your disposal, ready to swoop in and save the day. But even with all this security in place, it's important to stay informed and know where to find the latest information. All right, we've covered a lot of ground here, but the world of AWS security is constantly evolving. New threats emerge, new best practices are developed. It's a never-ending game of cat and mouse. That's why it's crucial to stay informed and know where to find the latest information. And luckily, AWS has got you covered with a wealth of resources. First up, you've got the AWS Knowledge Center. It's like the Wikipedia of AWS with articles, tutorials, and documentation on everything from security basics to advanced topics. Then there's the AWS Security Center, your one-stop shop for all things security. You'll find news, announcements, and best practices to help you stay ahead of the curve. Okay, so you've got all your security measures in place. But how do you know if they're actually working? Well, AWS has a few tricks up its sleeve to help you identify and resolve security issues before they become major headaches. One of my favorite tools is AWS Trusted Advisor. Think of it as your personal security consultant, constantly analyzing your environment and flagging any potential vulnerabilities. It's like having a second pair of eyes, or maybe even a whole team of security analysts looking out for you. And let's not forget about the power of logging and monitoring. By keeping a close eye on your logs, you can detect suspicious activity and respond quickly to potential threats. It's like having a security camera footage for your entire AWS environment. Remember, staying ahead of the security game is all about being proactive and vigilant. So use these tools, stay informed, and keep your AWS environment locked down tight. That was a deep dive into the world of AWS security. We covered a lot, from the essential components and resources to the tools and techniques you need to keep your data safe and sound. Remember, security is a journey, not a destination. It's an ongoing process of learning, adapting, and staying one step ahead of the bad guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insights into AWS and cloud security. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.